Hello everyone! Today's video is going to be totally different because guess what? I'm going to do this entire thing without wearing makeup. Yep, you're gonna see me as soon as I wake up in the morning with my glasses all bleary-eyed, my hair unbrushed, and I'm going to walk you through my morning skincare routine, which has been highly requested on Instagram. I'm showing you the nitty-gritty, all the products I use and how I apply them and how I layer them. Let's get started. I normally use my Mason Pearson detangling comb. Sometimes I use the brush afterwards as well, just to keep things nice and smooth. If there's any secret to growing out my hair, it has actually just been using these brushes and making sure I keep my hair tangle free throughout the day, not just brushing it morning and night. I always wash my hands first. I'm going to use my Molten Brown, Orange, and Bergamot. These hand soaps are gentle and not too drying. And in case you're wondering, since I know someone's going to ask, my eyeglasses are by Celine. I have featured them on Instagram before. I will list the style number for you down below in the description box. It says CL41467. So after I use my hand soap, I normally go ahead and wash my face. And I'll use my Darphin Refreshing Cleansing Milk with banana tree flower. I discovered this in Paris when I visited with my friend Shirley, and I absolutely adore this stuff. It smells really refreshing, but it's not stripping, so it prevents my skin from getting too red or too dry. I'm gonna take 2 pumps. I find it emulsifies a little bit better once I'm rinsing this off. I usually start around the cheeks and mouth, and then I'll go ahead and do my forehead. Don't forget the sides of your jawline and under the chin. I usually rinse my hands first. Normally I emulsify the cleanser on my face, kind of how you would use a cleansing oil. There's no really pretty way to do this, so I'm just gonna do it. Okay, now that I've patted my face dry with a towel, I'm going to take some cotton. In the mornings, I always use the Tatcha Essence because it's very lightweight and it absorbs very fast. Plus, I love the packaging. I just pour a little bit onto the cotton pad, just enough to cover my whole face. I like to go ahead and gently sweep this across my face. And basically what this does is clarify your skin, clear off any dead skin cells that were left behind from rinsing with the cleanser. Also, this is the first step in rehydration. I will let my hair down and spritz some of my cologne. This is my Atelier Cologne Pomelo Paradis, my signature scent. Spritz it behind the neck. Then I'm going to take my favorite Holy Grail Hydra Beauty Essence Mist by Chanel. It smells so good. Now for my first serum of sorts. This is the Dr. Barbara Sturm Anti-Pollution Drops. This is a really interesting booster. It can be mixed with your moisturizer or another serum, but I actually like to use this alone during the day. I really love the gel-like texture, and it comes in this dropper packaging. I like to use 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 drops if I really feel like my skin is extra dry, but 3 is generally good. And I just kind of pat this onto my skin. I think I'll add a 4th, just a little on my breakouts, which it's not advertised to do, but I actually do find that it helps my breakouts heal faster. Now that we have applied the anti-pollution drops, I'm going to use my Sunday Riley CEO Rapid Flash Brightening Serum. And this is actually something I discovered as a sample, but this serum has a great texture. It's almost like a lotion. It smells amazing. It's very refreshing and bright. And I like to use about 1 full pump of this serum. Sometimes I use 2, just depends on the condition of my skin that day again. And I do put this all over my eyelids as well, just because it is a brightening formula. And since we're mostly done with my skincare routine, I just wanted to show you close-ups of my skin. I still have redness and acne scarring here. It is slowly subsiding. None of the pockmarks are really a lot deeper than the others. I do have pore issues around this side of my face, specifically here. Some of the acne scarring is significantly deeper. This is a fairly recent pimple, and it was a pretty painful big pimple. And another cystic pimple with the same intensity in the terms of throbbing and size is growing right here. I am getting closer to my period, so that could be the culprit. And now that I've given the Sunday Riley serum ample time to absorb, I'm going to put on my moisturizer. Depending on what my skin needs that day, I choose between two, one by RAEview and the other by Dr. Sturm. So I accidentally fell in love with this. I just needed a moisturizer in pump packaging so I could travel with it. I generally don't like to take these tubs around with me, and this moisturizer is indeed balancing as it says on the bottle. I highly recommend this to those with all skin types because you can use this at night if you have oily skin, and if you have dry skin like I do, this makes the perfect daytime moisturizer. It has been a long time since a moisturizer has surprised me. It has such a silky texture that's not chock full of silicone. I try to avoid that in my actual skincare just because my skin is so easily prone to congestion nowadays. But I generally rely on my Dr. Sturm as the winter is progressing and my skin gets drier. The RAEview was absolutely awesome during fall, but I'm slowly transitioning. This Dr. Sturm Face Cream Rich is the heavier version of Dr. Sturm's face cream. My sister uses the regular face cream, and that's great if you have normal to oily skin, in my personal opinion. But if you have dry skin, you absolutely need to use the rich one. If you get a lot of blackheads and whiteheads, this is a great cream. You won't get any blocked pores from this. It's way better than La Mer's soft cream or the cream, in my personal opinion. You don't need to use too much. Granted, I'm doubling up on my moisturizer today, but you know what? My skin could always use the extra help. I just try to make sure that, again, I give my skin ample time to absorb whatever product I put before it, and then I take the residual moisturizer on my fingertips and take it down my neck and décolleté. Also, it's important to note that because I do wear a mineral powder, and in general I do wear powder makeup products, it's very important for me personally to make sure that my skin is emollient and well hydrated, just to prevent any cakiness, any flakiness. If you wear cream products, you probably don't have to moisturize so thoroughly. I just like to, because at the end of the day, the most important ways to prevent aging are number one, wear sunscreen, and number two, moisturize. If you splurge and invest in your skin, it should and probably will pay off in the end, but I don't want you to feel like you can't have great skin or even good skin just because you don't use expensive products. So now I'm going to put on this Algenist Eye Balm. This is the Complete Eye Renewal Balm, and this is something that's new to my routine. I've only been using it on and off for the last 2 months. I really like this eye balm during the day. It works well under makeup. I don't get too close to my eyes. I do put it on my brow bone. I focus on my crow's feet. They are laugh lines as well. And I have mentioned to you guys many times in the past that I would like to age gracefully. What you're looking at is pure, real skin. So the purpose of me shooting this video and getting this close to the camera is to give you hope that even though you're struggling with acne, that there is still hope that it will get better. And even my dermatologist told me, you know, you're not going to see results from Epiduo Forte right away, that it's going to take time. And it took about 6 months on that prescription medication to get to this point. And obviously I would have loved it if I was able to see these results within 2 months, but my skin was just so traumatized. My hormones and my depression, all of these things combined prevented my skin from healing faster. At the end of the day, I'm really happy and relieved that I can share this journey and experience with you guys. Even though we might feel like strangers because we've never met in person, I am here for you. I know how heartbreaking and devastating and painful it is to look at your face in the mirror. Sorry, I still get emotional about it because I know how painful it is for everyone else still going through it. There were lots of times when I tried to film, but I just felt so embarrassed and just really ugly. Everything I ended up finished filming, I would just delete the footage because I couldn't sit there and look at myself and edit that footage. Okay, now I'm just going to finish up the rest of this skincare routine. I'm pretty committed to Supergoop. I really love their products, not just because they've sponsored me in the past, but I actually find that their sunscreens do work really well for me. The sunscreen that I use most is the Unseen sunscreen, and I used up my full-size bottle, so now I'm using up my mini travel size before repurchasing it. Even though I don't like silicone in my skincare, I don't mind it as my sunscreen because this doubles up as a primer. If you have oily skin and you're super paranoid about oily eyelids or a shiny T-zone, this is perfect. In the winter, I really like the Supergoop Glow Stick Sunscreen SPF. This is a solid stick and it is a chemical formula, so this is actually better when you're working out. It won't clog your pores. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how to use this Supergoop Defense Refresh Setting Mist. You shake it up and then I'm going to take the mist and just... If you don't want to spray directly on your face, you can spray on your hand. Do it like this and then apply it to your face. Use both hands and then this way you get more coverage, especially if you're in a windy area. I would probably recommend this method. And also if you're wearing makeup and you don't want to touch your face with unclean hands. I don't like to touch my face unless I've washed my hands with soap, which is why I go through so much Molten Brown hand soap. But I do think that these are all really good beauty habits to have, especially if you want to prevent breaking out and congestion. So that's it, everyone. That is my morning skincare routine. I can't believe I filmed this whole video without makeup, but I'm really excited that I did. And I know a lot of you out there will appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.